Hello everyone, welcome to today's class. So as of you know that we are working on the gap analysis classes. So in that we have seen what is workflow. We have already discussed in the subjective part. We have discussed on the reports. We have discussed on the interface. We have discussed on the conversions, but we have not taken this into consideration because this is all about a BAP thing. So that's why we are not taking this into our classes. So next we have in the last classes we have discussed on the enhancement, how you can do the how you can enhance the functionality, like if there is something not in the standard functionality of SAP, how you can integrate some part to it. So in that class we have taken an example of integrating WebReach into our SAP system gate entry process. We have to integrate it to our SAP system. So the last topic is on forms. So forms, as you know, we have seen in our subjective classes in regular SAP classes, we have seen there are many standard forms. Forms are normally whenever we are doing a output, whenever we are sending a PO, or whenever we are sending a request for quotation, or whenever we are sending a IR to an supplier, whenever we are doing the automatic settlement, in that we need to send a document to our supplier or vendor. So these for these kind of things we need a form. So by standard there are many forms available in SAP as a standard forms. So if that serves your purpose of customer, like if customer is okay with that output type, then you don't need to develop any custom forms. You don't need any custom forms to output. Means any document you need to output, you can use that standard form. So otherwise, if you need a customized form, you need to develop a smart form. So smart form is normally developed by a mapper, and the flows, like whatever fields needs to be configured in that, whatever things needs to be put inside that smart form, it needs to be sent from our functional side. So that is also a functional specification, as we have discussed yesterday. In yesterday class we have detailed a discussion on functional specification, how you can write a functional specification where you can get the table data and what are the data needs to be present there, how they can get the reports, or how they can get that data fetched from the table. So all that details we have discussed in the last class. So that is, I guess, forms will be included in that, means forms can be done through that only. So we are not taking any further classes for smart forms. So smart forms is a, it is related to that functional specification only. As per your requirement, you will get a how your form should look like. That format you can get it from your customer, and as per that format you need to see whatever the data are present there. So as per the data, you need to check where that datas are taking from. Like for the standard form, there is a PO number, GI, PO number, there is a material number, and everything is fetching from our PO some tables, right? So like that, you have to send your details to your ABAPer so that they will configure a new smart forms. So that's all about gap analysis. So after gap analysis, we will come to, so after gap analysis, all the configuration is completed. Now we have done our baseline configuration, and now we have done our final configuration. So that comes to configuration part to an end. So after realization phase, there should be final preparation phase. So final preparation page, there should be documentation, there should be data upload, there should be testing, and there should be cutover activities. So documentation, this process we have already gone through as a as a total approach. We have gone through what are the process, what we can do, we have gone through that. So for testing and documentation, there we need some test cases or test scripts. As you guys already requested to create a test case, like create a sample test case, so we are going to see a sample test case or how you can prepare the documentation for your user testing or UAT, what is we call it, user acceptance testing. For that, how you can prepare a document so that you will be getting the approval for your UAT test, and you should prepare for your next phase. So in this phase, we have documentation and testing. We'll cover that one. Data upload, as we have mentioned in the earlier classes, when we are going through this ASAP methodology, we have already said that data upload is not our functionality, is not our part. It will be done by either from the customer side or from the MDM side. That is not our concern. So we will not going to look into that. So in today's class, we will be going to see what are the document type and testing, and next class we will be see what are the cutover activities. So let's start the testing and documentation part. So for that, let's go to SAP screen. So let's say we will create a test case. So how your test case should look like. Normally test case is provided on an Excel sheet. So in Excel sheet, you will define the steps and you will attach the screenshots over there. So we can do the same over here. So let's say this is a test case format. So here you can see it in the sheets. You can enter how much test cases you need to create. You can create in one page. You can create different test cases. So let's say rename this one and let's say test case for PO. So this will be test case for purchase order. So in the starting, you can mention plant, material, purchase order, vendor, purchase group. All the things you can mention in the top, like whatever the data is required over here, you can mention it there. So let's say plant is our T110, material is let's say it's 1288, and purchase organization let's say P110, and vendor is let's say this one, and purchase organization is TM0. So these all requirement we will be needing for purchase order creation. So let's say this will be test case for PO. Um, so let's say test case for PO without PR. So without any PR document, we will be so without any PR, directly we will be creating a PO. So likewise, you can create next document, like you can create PR with respect to PO. Then you can create one more, let's say PR, sorry, PO with respect to contract. So likewise, you can create. So here, let's say it's PO with respect to PR. So here also you can create PO with respect to PO also you can create a document. So here you have to give them the data that is required. Plant is this one, material is this one, purchase organization is this one, vendor, purchase group. So we will see whatever data we need, we can enter it over here. So let's say we will go to here, we will mention as step 1. So step 1, what should be step 1? Step 1 is go to go to transaction ME21N and fill the details as mentioned. So likewise you can give a like heading, you can say like this, you can say, so let's say wrap test. So let's say this is step 1 and let's say go to transaction ME21N and fill the details as mentioned. So here you can put a screenshot whatever the document you are like whatever information you are putting inside the PO screen, you can enter a screenshot over here and you can mention like here PO screen, then let's say output. Okay, so here directly we can go to SAP screen. So we are going to ME21N. So here nothing is required. Directly we can go to, so purchase organization we have to enter it here P110, then we have to enter the company code. So here you can mention also company code is T100. So likewise you can mention it over here, enter the vendor number, then in the material 1288 PO quantity 10, and then you have to give the plant number and then you have to give the storage location. So let's say we will put this information. So let's say we will take a screenshot from here. So we will be giving this one. So we will be giving this one. If you want to highlight, you can highlight the fields also. So here purchasing organization T110 plant. So here you can add this as a like highlighter, you can use it. So let's copy it, go to your document, then enter in the PO screen. So like also you can put your screenshot over here, right? So here you have to show whatever fields are there, you need to put it here. So let's say enter it. You will be needing more information over here, so maybe you can, so you can mention all the data that you have put. So you can mention what you need to mention over here. So data what needed here, you can mention like we need vendor, purchase organization, purchase group, and then company code, then we need material, then we need net price, then we need tax code. So all the information you can provide like we have given it here, like plant, material, purchase organization, vendor, purchase group. So here you can also mention the tax code also. You can mention whatever tax code they need to enter, you can mention it over here. So this is the PO screen. So better if you give these screen to your in the screenshot, if you give this screen, that will be helpful for your um, like user to test it, because we have like an organizational data, we have all the things like here you can see purchase organization, purchase group and company code, and here there is the material number and whatever the quantity is and whatever the price is, and here you can see the plant, and here you can see the storage location, and here you can see the tax code. So you can take a screenshot of this one and give this one to your user. Now let's say if there is some error or issues for that. Okay, so there is no issues, there are only warnings are there, so we can save it. So let's save it. Now you should copy this one. Now you should take a screenshot for this one. Copy and now paste it here in your output type. Then here you can put the success or failure, you can mention it over here. So success, let's say okay. Let's say okay, and make this screen as, you can make this screen as, let's say green or blue, anything you can mention, like let's say green. So this is success means green, and you can failure means you can put a red screen also you can put. So this is all about one step process. So we have done the likewise we can create a test case. So here we only need this much thing, like only we need to go to transaction ME21 and we need to fill the details as mentioned. Then PO screen should be like this, and the output will be like standard PO will be saved. Let's say and save the PO. Okay, so we have mentioned like that. So we have mentioned like that. So here you can see the PO screen. So here is the output screen, whatever output you get. So on saving, you can get this as an output. So you can say it is a success. So next, let's say PO without, PO with PR. Let's say we are doing the PO with PR. So for that also, we need this much of things. So copy this, paste it here. So let's say here, step 1. What should be the step 1? Step 1 should be go to T code ME51N. I hope you are already remembering the T codes. So go to T code ME51N and fill the details and save the document. Okay, so now wrap this. Okay, so it should be doc. So here let's say we will attach the screenshot over here, right? And we will be attaching the output over here, and let's say here we will find success, or we can put as a status. So here ME51N, here you can say output. Okay, so now let's go to this screen, and let's go to slash n ME51N. So here what we have to do, we have to select the document type. So one thing we have forgotten over here. So here you can mention, go to transaction ME21 and fill the details. So first needs to be document type. Whatever you have mentioned, like document type, we have seen it as NB over here. So just mention document type as NB. Then vendor, purchase organization, all the things you need to enter like that, right? Okay. So next let's go to PO with respect to PR. So for that we need to go to ME51N screen. So for that let's go to SAP. Here this is our ME51N screen. So first we need to select the document type. Then we have to enter the material number, let's say 1288, and then quantity, let's say 10, and we need to enter the plant, let's say T110, and storage location is T001. Let's enter it. So we need to enter a purchase group, that is TM0. So here you can take a screenshot, right? Here you can take a screenshot. Here you can highlight the things that you need to enter, like purchase requisition standard, material number, here quantity, and here let's say plant, and here storage location, and purchase group also you need to highlight over here. So let's say this one, let's copy it, and we have to put it in our this one. So you can put over here. So let's say now let's go to here and check if there is any issues for the document. So document is okay. Let's save it. So now you have to take a screenshot for this one. Purchase requisition created. Now copy this one and go to your Excel sheet, and you have to put this one over here, right? This is output and this is status is okay, right? Status is okay. So this is our step 1. So our purchase requisition has been created. Now let's go to step 2. So what should be the step 2? Go to ME21N and put PR number from the step 1 in item details. Okay, so here you have to so now let's go to purchase order. Now slash n ME21N. So now you have to go to here purchase requisition and you have to enter it. So here you can take a screenshot of that. Now you can take a screenshot of that and you can mention whatever is the mandatory fields. So here you have to enter the, sorry for this one, this is not needed, we need to enter this one. So let's say copy this one and we have to enter in the screenshot. You have to enter the screenshots as you require of your size. So we have given all the things. So now let's say we will check this one. That's okay. We will save it, save the data, and now it will create a PO number. So we will copy that one and we will post it in here. So again the status is okay. So here this thing is done, right? So we have created a test case for PO without PR. So directly we are going to go to ME21 and we have to give the details as follows. So here you can mention whatever the data is needed in your PO screen, that input thing you need to mention it over here, and you have a take a screenshot from there, and then while saving the document, whatever output you are getting, you have to mention the output of the saving that document is this one, that standard PO is created. Then you can create a like success, is it successful or it is not getting success. So like this you can, so here you can put the screenshots of main screen of output, you can put whatever screenshot is there, you can take the successful case from the like from your SAP screen and you can take a screenshot from there, you can put it in the document. And in the status here, let's say status is okay, or you can mention not okay or failure, anything you can mention it over here. So you have to give a successful test case, so everything will be in green state. So whatever document we are going to provide to your user, they are going to perform the test on that. So they will see, okay, this should be the plant, this should be the material, this should be the purchase organization, this should be the vendor, and this is purchase group and company code. So as per that they will see, okay, in PO screen whatever details are need to be entered, so they will see like purchase organization, purchase group, company code, material and plant, everything they will see. So these much of information we need to provide it over here. So now they will perform these transactions and they will get a output. So if they are not getting that output, if they are getting trouble in somewhere, you need to assist them and you need to, they will come back to you and they you have to support them, like whatever the error is coming, you need to fix them and you need to tell them why this error is coming. Till they will get this success status as okay, you have to teach them how to do it. Okay, so once they will get the success status, like you have given this test case to your user and they found this is, yeah, it is running for them. So now they will provide you a acceptance test. So they will provide a acceptance mail to you that okay, whatever you have given the test case, that is running fine. Okay, so similarly for different test cases you have to make the test case procedure over here. So as you can remember, in the classes we have done all the So here you can remember we have done all the test cases for all process. Here test case is available, material master, create, extend. So everything is available in that test case. We have given you the steps. You can just go through the video and you can check whatever test case steps are there. You just have to copy that into a format like this one. You can copy to this format like this one, and each step you have to define whatever needed, whatever data needs to be entered in that step, and whatever output you are getting from there. You just have to like paste those kind of screenshots over here in the Excel sheet, and you can maintain the status as okay. So likewise you have to do the test cases for each and every thing you have configured. So be clear on this thing. We will not give any test case for our configuration steps. We have to only provide the test case for the transactional steps. So like if you have created a purchase organization, you don't have to maintain a test case for that, how you have created a purchase organization, how you have created a vendor, or how you have created a purchase group or company code. That should not be given, because to end user that is not required. They don't need that. Maybe for your super user, maybe they need it, but also you don't have to send it to them because it is a configuration data. So configuration data should be maintained by our configuration, so functional people only. Maybe if you are in an implementation team and there is support handover to a different team, maybe in that case they might ask whatever you have configured, you can give them a in a documentation format, but that is also not that much of required. So mainly you have to see all the process that is related to your business, related to your customer. For that transactions, all the transaction, you need to have a test case. For that you need to give that test case to your user, end user, or your power user or super user. You have to give them, and they will do the testing activities, and they will come back to you with successful or failure cases. Based on that you need to support them. If there is success, then you don't have to do anything. They will provide you a acceptance mail. If they are having some troubles or something is getting failed, then they will come back to you. You have to fix whatever things needs to be done. So this is basically a test case, how you can create a test case, how you can get a approval from your user, that UAT. So this is all about it. I hope you are able to understand the process. You can make a, I hope by this video you will be able to know whatever data is required in the test cases, how you can prepare a test case document, and how you can get a approval from your business user. So that's all for today. We will meet up again in tomorrow. So till that time, bye bye, take care, and Jai Hind.